Hello, and welcome to this Expert Viewpoints video. Let's begin by hearing product owner experts share their favorite models for managing differences in communication and leadership styles.
There are a number of excellent models. They include iSpeak, Insights, Emergenetics, Myers-Briggs type indicator, and there are more. Each model has its advantages, but you forced me to choose. I choose iSpeak. iSpeak is fast, only 18 questions. It's the least expensive of all the models, and in addition, it shares your tendencies looking through two lenses. iSpeak provides an analysis of your communications and leadership preferences when not under stress, and another when you are under stress.
When it comes to different communication and leadership styles, I've really learned that everyone processes information differently. So some team members want just the details and the facts, while others need a really full story with a lot of context. And understanding those preferences helps me adjust how I communicate with different people to get the best results. So there are a few models like Myers-Briggs and the DISC assessment that have helped me understand some personalities in the past and the best way to communicate. But I don't particularly have a favorite. I think it's really just about understanding who you're working with and communicating with.
I tend to avoid models in general because I think they're too restrictive and they tend to put people into boxes that they don't really fit into. I do like the approach of interacting with people and getting to know their style and what drives them. Now, having said that, a leadership model that I've found that has been helpful for me is one called the situational leadership model. It tends to adapt leadership styles based on team members and their competence and commitment. So one type of category in this model is directing, which means that you're really focused on the tasks and you're less focused on the relationship in that approach when you're leading someone. Another one is called a supporting approach. This is less focused on the tasks that you're working on and really focusing on the relationship. So when you're working in this mode, you're helping people get their work done. You're not doing the work yourself.
Next, let's listen to the experts share how they resolve communication and leadership style conflicts.
There are 4 basic styles. I will leverage the Emergenetics model to respond. Analytical individuals appreciate a direct and straightforward approach. To address conflict, provide the pertinent facts, avoid emotions and drama, share the value proposition, and ensure you provide credible data. Structural individuals are focused on how to do the job at hand. To address conflict, be organized, stress the implementation processes and timelines, be very deliberate and clear, and allow for clarification questions. Conceptual individuals enjoy innovating and thinking out of the box. To address conflict, allow for time to brainstorm and ideate, provide the big picture, and be willing to discuss how to take the project to the next level. And finally, social individuals are relational and concerned about the impact on stakeholders and the team. Address conflict by taking time to develop professional relationships, be willing to address the impact of the project on stakeholders, and by all means be inclusive and respectful.
My approach to resolving conflicts between different styles really focuses on finding common ground. So I believe in acknowledging different perspectives, focusing on shared goals, and then adjusting communication methods to bridge any style gaps. With that, active listening plays a really important role in that process because you need to be able to really listen and hear how people are communicating and what they're saying.
Resolving conflicts is always hard. I mainly operate off of 2 principles. The first is called the principle of charity, and this principle assumes the best intentions until you have reason not to. But I think the principle of charity is one that I appreciate when people approach me. Assume that if something looks like a mistake, that someone had a reason for doing what they did. Inquire about it, ask about it, and try to understand their reasoning. And then if it actually was a mistake, then you can deal with it then. The second one is the golden rule. I try to treat people with dignity, respect, and an assumption of rationality and intelligence. So I try to treat people in the way that I want to be treated and send communication and messages in the way that I would like to receive them.